I'll get a little video of my greenhouse project here. I've moved a couple of small nucs in. The two on the left were both some of my last queens in my breeding program this year, and they got mated in September, so they were laying by the end of September but had no amount of brood or food stores or anything else. I didn't have any hives that needed them, so I just brought them in here to see how they'd do. The one on the right here is a 4-year-old queen, and she's still laying some and doing her thing, but she isn't strong enough to be in a big box. So I'd moved her into here and just let her do her thing. So I thought, well, heck, I'd bring her in too, because most of the rest of my bees are headed south. My friend Byron's going to haul them to California with him. So in there, in the greenhouse, I set up a feeder across here that's got sugar syrup in it, and I set up a tube with some dry pollen. And it's pretty interesting, because you can get in here and watch and see what they do. They do the same in this tube as they do on a flower. Their vibration and the static electricity that's built up makes the pollen stick to the bees all over them, and then they come back and they lick it off and mix it and put it into the hooks on their legs and make balls, and then they can carry that. I don't know if we can see it well enough in here or not, but they carry it back to the hive, and they'll actually store it in this fashion. They'll kick it off just like they would regular pollen, where the studies have shown that if you feed a pollen patty on top of the hive, they will use it for brood, but they won't store any of it. But if they collect it in this fashion, in dry form outside of the hive, when they bring it back, they actually will put it in their cells and store it. So that'll give them some more advantage come spring, that they'll have more pollen resources ready. But I thought if we get these nice warm days in here without the wind and the rain, that the bees would be able to fly and possibly actually build themselves up. And if it works, I may put more the mating nucs and things in here with the queens and try to overwinter them and have them, you know, ready to go in the spring to make splits earlier with. So we also put a few rabbits in here because they breed better if they get a little more sunlight and think it's springtime. So they get warmed up in here and get some daylight, and I put grow lights above them so they actually get a few extra rays in the morning and the evening. But this is a nice big greenhouse, and we actually have things blooming in here, so not all the bees are taking sugar water. Some of them are actually over here on the broccoli flowers, and the broccoli will flower all winter. So it's pretty cool that, you know, they have their own little environment in here. It probably wouldn't work with a big hive. There'd be too many bees trying to figure out what to do. But some of these real small ones, they're functioning so far. It's pretty neat. So anyhow, I'll try to get this one uploaded for you guys. Like and subscribe and share the videos. And if you've got questions, anything you want to see or hear about, let me know, and I'll see what I can do for you. Thanks, guys.